Right, I'm moving back onto this TLS. Welcome back. I'm going to, it's about time I started getting into the S here. This tank is a bit full with a bit of juice, and I'm going to take this tank off, clean it, prep it, and get it ready for painting. Just the tank. I've got still a couple of plastics to find and locate, mainly for the inside of the side fairings in here. But I've got to get moving on this one. The other video that I've got on the GSXR, that's taking up a bit too much time, so let's get onto this, and I'll just take this tank off and we'll go from there and we'll see how we go. I'll just take off the dampener at the front. Alright, let's we get these off. So I've got to take off. The pump's all still connected. Okay. Alright, so the first thing I've got to do is disconnect the fuel and stick up this little rubber grommet, because there's fuel in it, which I should, there's not much in it, but that's enough. Right, let's put another little stopper valve on it. Hopefully this will work. So that's all stopped. You can't see this, I'm just taking off this tank. This should get this out. Just, whoop, that's all I need, the bloody tank to fall off. Shore that up a little bit more. Pull this out. I think this is still going to be connected to the... nope, all good. Right, I'll take this over here. It's out of shot, but sorry about that. So the tank's off. There's a bit of fuel in it, but this has got like a primer on it, and you can see this. What have we got? We've got a bit of a dint here, and that's peeling. Rust marks. That was just, it's just a primer, so I'll take that off first, get it back to the bare minimum. I think, you can't sort of see it, but the tank, no, that's useless. I'm just going to use some, I've taken out the cap, the rubbers, the fuel pump underneath, so it's just bare, and I'm just going to use some straight out cleaning solvent. So, and that should just rub it off. It's going to get messy, but well, it is what it is. But it has to come all off. It shouldn't be too much easy, but hard. But it's just going to be messy. So I don't need to really video that, because I don't know how long this is going to take, and I'm sure you don't want to sit there and watch someone how they clean a tank or get this primer off. All right, we'll come back and we'll see how it looks like. I'm not using that solvent. I'm going to use, because it was just taking too long, paint stripper. We'll see how that goes. I think that'll work a lot better. We'll let that sit there for a while till it gets dry, but that should just all wipe off. It's doing it slow. It's only primer, so it's not going to start bubbling away and all that, because it's just a primer based. And you can sort of see it's starting to take it off anyway. Yeah. Anyway, we'll let that sort of dry, and I'll be able to just maybe wipe and wash it off. All right, let's come back and we'll see how we go. Now let's just go and take this out and we'll see how this works. Alright, so that's all done. It's all come off, but it's just, I'll sand it back. But as you can see, there's obviously a dent was there, been bogged up. That needs to come out. There's one bit more there, but and there's a bit of, can't see it there, bit of surface rust on that side, but that'll come out. It'll buff out. All right, let's see if I can take this. That's a bit crappy, that one. It'll just be a quick. It's got to all come out. This is where it's going to get messy. So I found some 400. So we'll just wet this down. It's not, that's all cleaned. So now I'll just dry it all off and I'll protect it from the little bit of rust. There's a couple of little spots like here. I'll worry about that later on, but the majority of the tank's all nice and done. So I'll dry it all down with a heat gun, and then I'll probably spray it with a WD-40 just to keep it from surface rust, but it's going to be limited. But it's quite dry around here, so there's not a high content of moisture in my garage, except when there's a couple of beers that get open. Anyway, let's move on. Bit of drying time. Oops. Okay, so just carrying on. This tank, it's all been sanded back, it's been cleaned. I'm just going to repair this dent here. You can see it's been sitting out in the sun just on the deck out there, because it's about like 12 or 13 degrees here. It might be sunny, but anyway, that's a bit warmed up, so that'll help. So what we'll do now is we'll just put some car filler on it, set that up and ready to. I've really sort of scratched it out with an 80 grit, so it really gets into it, because it's, anyway, we'll see how we go on that one. Just last one more of a bit of wax and grease remover. Right, let's just mix this up. Right, so we're just going to fill this. We'll get a little bit going on. That's going to be enough. So this is a 2-pack, so it's to get an idea. It's just that's bound to be enough. Okay, simple. that's gone to a consistent sort of pink, and it actually is quite stiff. So we'll put this in. It's a good idea to really put it in to get the air bubbles out. Push really hard down on it because I want it to cover a bit so I can have at least shape the tank up. I'm just going to start off with a 120 wet. Now that's 240, it's just taken off the rough edges. So now we'll go to, oh sorry, that was the 120, so now we will go to the 240 and try and take it right back, because you can see the holes there. So anyway. So this one here is pretty much done. There are no, I can't feel any sort of edges, so I'm happy with that. So that's not too bad. There's nothing. No, there's a slight. No, that's all right. There's no holes in the bog, which is good. So now I'll just clean that off with some wax and grease, and then I'll get onto that one. But you've seen that one. We don't need to have a look at this. I've taken some of that. So, all right, I'll show you when it's finished. So you can see the other patch there. So that's all smooth now. So now we'll just dry it off and clean it off. Ready for painting. Okay, so we've got the tank up. That's been washed down, wax and grease remover. Then I did a bit of an acetone, and then I did another wax and grease. So that's all pretty much clean. So now we'll do that's bare metal. So we're putting on an acrylic primer, and this is excellent adhesion to bare metal. So I've shaken it. It's been sitting in the sun. It's also been in the hot water. The tank's been outside. That's a bit sort of warm because it's about probably 16, 17 degrees here. So let's get painting. That's the end result. It's just a primer, so I'll wait. Probably I won't be onto it for about another couple of days, so that's fine. And then I'll just give it a probably 16 or 2000 grit, just a light sand, ready for painting.